Yeah, Kira's not in. She has a small calf injury, and it's just too short to come into camp. It's not a major thing, but not ready to play. Beth England is injured too. She had an injury too. She'll be out a little longer.
Yeah, when we saw Kira's name with the word injury next to it, we all thought about the summer, I suppose. Is it slight relief it's not a recurrence of what we saw?
No, it has nothing to do with that injury. Well, I think what I said there too, I think what I want to talk about now is that we have to celebrate football and that we should celebrate the players, the Spanish players who won the World Cup. And we hadn't been talking about that at all. And of course, yes, we all have seen and followed the news that things are still going on. I would like to leave that now with the people that are working on that and celebrate those players. And what I said too, yes, players need to be listened to, and they need to, we need to move on. And, you know, the women's game has improved so much, but there's still a long way to go. And not only in Spain, but I think everywhere. There's many players, top athletes, who still have lots of challenges, which I think we should work on all together and stay connected and try to make the world better for those players. Yeah, of course, the players said, I'm not involved in those conversations, but the players and the NFA said they didn't get an agreement before the tournament, so they agreed to disagree, and then start the conversations again after the World Cup. And yeah, what I said, there's been such a short turnaround that those conversations will start again, and I'm very positive that will have a good outcome. Yes, I am very worried. I was worried before the World Cup, and we knew this was a very short turnaround, and it's a bigger thing. So we are talking about the calendar, and that we really have to get connected with FIFA, UEFA, the federations, and that we have to make that better. And of course, the game is growing, which is really good. We see the improvement of the game, but also like there's commercial things coming into the game, which is good. But it has to grow together, and players need some rest too. And yes, next week they come in, and some players only had 6 days off, which after such a high level, high pressure competition is not good for them. And that has been going on for a long time because we have major tournaments in the summer all the time. So the urgency to solve it and to make it better is really high. And yes, so next week, players will come in, and we first have to see how they are physically. They will be okay, and we have to get them fresh and do everything to do that, because you can't just separate the mind with the physical part. So yeah, that's going to be a challenge. You used 3 questions in one sentence. Well, first of all, we start with the Nations League, which is the first one ever. So that's pretty exciting. So there's more competitive games. And you have to do really well in the Nations League to qualify for the Olympics, because that's a really hard one. You have to finish first in the group, and then you have to be with the first 2. Or if France gets into the final, then you can become 3rd. You can finish 3rd. So that's a hard one, but that's obvious we want to qualify, as of course the other countries want to. On second, you're talking about my contract. I have a contract until 25. We know we are happy. I'm happy here, and I think the FA and the players are happy that I'm here, and we're working really good together, and hope we keep doing that. And yes, we have conversations. But we always do, because we did after the Euros, and we do now too, but it has been such a short turnaround. I think lots of people have spoken up. I think male and female, and I hope we keep doing that. But for us, of course, it always starts with performing. We're professional football, I'm a professional coach, and we have professional footballers, so what we're working on is really performing at the highest level. So we have the visibility, and then you have the platform, and especially in the women's game, we feel the urgency that we can use that platform to hopefully make the world a little bit better. Yeah, it's absolutely a challenge, but I think it's also good for the game, because when you start a game, it should not be known already what the score would be, or already known that the team was always going to win. So it should be competitive. So I think that's really good, and that will grow the game even more, and it's going to be exciting. I think it's good that we have this competition now, and exactly what you said, and you have your challenge. Players need to be ready to step up and be ready to play the games or come in. Fortunately, we have the under-23s too, and that's a very good team where you can see the development of the players too. So you have the squad, the senior squad, the under 23. So we hope we give players opportunities to stay involved in, or the most talented players stay involved in international football. And of course also the club environment is important too, because that's the place where the players are the most. And if they get exposed there at the highest level, in front of lots of spectators and fans, that also develops the players. So to be ready for international football. My first room, the dressing room. Well, I don't know yet. I think when we are in the dressing room ready for Scotland, we're not talking about the final of the World Cup anymore. I think straight after the game in the final, well, first of all, I was really proud of the team because I think we really grew in the tournament. And we have had lots of challenges before the tournament and during the tournament. So I think we did really well. And of course, we were devastated not winning the final. But at the end, I thought there were moments there we were struggling a little bit, and we just didn't get the momentum to score a goal. And Spain played an incredible game. So that's sport too, that sometimes another team is just a little bit better at that moment. And we want to show that we are still growing and really good and get to the next level.